Manchester City have the ball on the far side with Jeremy Doku, corner of the 18-yard area. Whip ball in towards Marmoush, towards Thomas, who got something on it. The ball looped into the air and into the arms of Mads Hermansen.
An early scare, wasn't it, really? I mean, wicked ball in from Doku there. He tends to like to front his defender up, his opponent, and take them on. This time just cut inside, whip the ball in. Marmoush looked threatening. There, Luke Thomas has done well. Yeah, quite diminutive in terms of stature there, Luke Thomas, but got in enough of a challenge to put off the Egyptian.
Indeed, he dispossessed by Doku, who's driving down the centre of the field, and he's teed it to the right to Savinho, who just about keeps it in play. Pulls it back to Grealish, and Manchester City in front. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. The returning Grealish, a rare Premier League starter this season, scores his first Premier League goal of the campaign, just his 7th league start. And after Savinho just about kept the ball in on the right-hand side, he spotted Grealish in space, 10 yards out, centre of the goal, passes it into the bottom left corner, and it's the league champions that strike first, strike early. Manchester City 1, Leicester 0.
Well, pretty much as poor a start as you could possibly imagine. You know, a wicked ball in from Doku that we just spoke about. Too easily conceded that cross. Decent defending by Thomas. But a couple of times Leicester have tried to play their way out. They're sitting deep, inviting the press, and then trying to play their way through really tight areas. Almost self-induced a little bit, really, by the way they set up and set their stall out in the opening minutes. But finding their feet a touch, you could say. But you feel they can't continue in this vein. They're going to have to produce a little bit more, which they're threatening to do right now, with Ndidi breaking down on the left-hand side.
Ndidi onside, in space on the left. Looks up to find Bilal Al-Khanous on the edge of the box. He's decided to have a dip and right-footed a shot that was curling, not quite enough in favour of Bilal Al-Khanous, but it was a fantastic effort. Scored his first Leicester goal at Old Trafford, nearly got his latest at the Etihad Stadium.
Yeah, we're right behind it. I could see pretty safely that it wasn't going to curl in that far post, but decent enough contact.
Wasn't sure if that was the chat that Ruud van Nistelrooy was having, because Daka seems more now of a partner with Vardy, and Al-Khanous dropping in alongside Samare and Ndidi.
Yeah, slightly flexible, isn't it? Slightly flexible, John, but more often than not, Daka is tracking back.
Ruben Diaz, ball into the box. Hermansen has come, but he spilt the ball, and Omar Marmoush from 12 yards out slams one in. Came off the underside of the bar before nestling into the box. A Leicester defensive mix-up has led to Manchester City scoring their second goal in this first half. Marmoush, the Egyptian who joined in January, made 6 goals in 12 games in all competitions for his new side. And after conceding early, Leicester concede just past the half-hour mark.
Well, as the ball was played in, you could see perhaps confusion was going to reign. Oh yeah, Leicester drop, have enough angles and spaces covered really. Without Facet is who goes with the run, which is fair enough. You know, he's not confident that the player's going to be offside if he holds his line. It's got to be, an early shout sorts it out. Is perhaps the fitting line for that one. It's been a little bit of a limp performance thus far.
Hermansen has given it straight to Savinho, who's into the box and pulled back. They're queuing up here, and Marmoush, somehow hasn't got it. And Samare, with loads of time to clear it, was caught in two minds. Leicester escape, and Manchester City third, and Vardy trying to get back into position, clipping the heels of Marmoush on the edge of the area. Frustration there from the Leicester captain. There was a Manchester City player there waving a yellow card. That's a bookable offence on its own.
Shouldn't be though, but yeah, in certain instances. Well, I mean, he didn't need to encourage the referee, did they? Jamie Vardy talked about frustration all round really, with the situation, with his teammates, with himself.
Yet to score in the Premier League this season, but has scored in cup competitions as Manchester City move down their left as Grealish finds Gundogan, pulled back. Savinho's effort is brilliantly tipped over the bar by Hermansen. He was backtracking slightly and somehow just managed to spring into life to tip the ball over the bar and to deny Manchester City a third goal. And Savinho, back-to-back goals against Leicester City this season.
Because their movement, the patterns of play, etc., they will find a man.
Great run by Matheus Nunes to the edge of the box, played it into the air, it's come back to Savinho. Here's Grealish, touches it on to Jeremy Doku, across the face of goal, and Marmoush, 6 yards out, has steered it over the bar rather than under the bar. He's looking for a decision, but that's a miss as it will go down, and now the Leicester change can take place.
But the trouble is, going back to that reference that I mentioned just now, Leicester have those 3 centre-halves. Okay, one's picking up Marmoush. One is at times picking up Grealish, another one's spare. You have a spare man against Man City, they're going to pick holes in you. And that's what they're doing at their leisure, pretty much.
Ruben Diaz into Nico Gonzalez, stolen by Buonanotte, and Buonanotte in the D, square to Jordan Ayew. The pass has seen him driven wide, he has it on the byline and now he needs some support. Jordan Ayew's been forced away by Matheus Nunes. It's across from Thomas, it's still inside the 6-yard area, it's a rushed clearance and a ball that really could have gone anywhere. Ricardo and Buonanotte, the nearest players to the action, and all of a sudden things opened up for Leicester City.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an error, a little bit of a mix-up, sloppiness, capitalise on it, who knows. Too little too late, I think, regardless. But again, the execution wasn't sufficiently of standard. For me, Buonanotte, he's either got to make the pass, better weighted, or back himself. I know he wants to get on his left foot maybe, but cut inside. He had the space in the centre of goal to get a shot off with his right foot. Didn't want to take it. Quite solidly built.
Oh, Ricardo, that is brilliant skill on the touchline to get away from Nico O'Reilly. Denny's away from Rico Lewis, and he drives a ball in. Ederson claimed really good goalkeeping. Thomas was trying to run across the goalkeeper. Excellent play by Ricardo.
Best bit of play from a Leicester City individual all night. I was going to say the second half initially, but on reflection, best individual play. Even that, the cross was gathered easily by the goalkeeper, but best bit of adventure I've seen, really, which says something.
There is full time. The Manchester City assistant manager was already embraced with Van Nistelrooy before the whistle was blown. All the action, all the goals in the first half. After 2 minutes, Jack Grealish gave Manchester City the lead. His first Premier League goal of the season, stroking home following a Savinho pullback from the byline. It was 2.5 hour marker mix-up between Wout Faes and Mads Hermansen, seeing the ball fall to Omar Marmoush, who had a pretty simple task of slotting it into an empty net, although he did manage to hit the bar in doing so. Second half, a bit of a procession really, a pre-season atmosphere to the game, and in the end the full-time score seeing Leicester lose by 2 goals to 0.